The secret in all healthy long canine lives. Well, it's the new secret. Here's Fuzz FX. I hope he doesn't want me to say Fuse, because then I'll be wrong. Good pressure here from the Hatters. Shrimzuka has room to work with. The goalie to beat him, and 50's out to the other side of the field. And General gets the save on the other side. Lets it off his Octane a little too far. And here's... shoot, I want to say Fuse the longer I look at it. General pops up to himself. Prism against the back wall, misses it. The waterfall is cleared out. Is that iLethal there on the touch? So any IGL veteran can tell you, once the playoffs kick off, you know, records, accolades, anything that happened in the regular season, you could pretty much dead that. Just put it to bed. It doesn't help you so much here. You have to show up. You have to play Rocket League. Here's Lethal again. Clemson gets it up to Shrimp. Shrimp eats a dunk. General in trouble there, and Prism is able to get the steal, have possession. Clemson out in the field. Fuse drops it down in the corner. Lethal touches, and Prism, good hustle by him, gets back in time, and Shrimzuka will get strong. High point outside of the orange net. And that's the advantage. I see a lot of players around this rank that like playing defense off the wall. They like the wall jump. They feel confident with it, but you can lack that momentum. And Boosak Jr. gonna lay it on thick after the kickoff. Prism goes for Boost, doesn't make it back in time, and Shrimp collects a second. Early Shrimpzuka looking for the hat trick as Fuse barrels through on the midfield. iLethal, good pass. This is trouble. Clemson needs to get up, and it's barred down for Prism. Here we are.
También se prepara este Mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. Goal!
Mad Hatters are without their starting captain, and they say no problem. They say we do not bow down to anyone, not the 1 seed, not the 2 seed. We're here to play, and it's 2-1 in game 1. Here's Fuse. Up, carried it over. What a carry for Fuse! They can do a little something too.
Oh, let me squeeze right past you.
Beats the defender. Looked like the General outside the blue net. And we're tied 2-2. Celestial Fox coming with some more Boosak hype. And we are tied 2-2. So anyone that was expecting another Boosak Jr. blowout, you might be at the wrong channel. Goes the other way. General sends it back, but Fuse is there. Sends it to the other side. Prism with a good wall pinch. Goes back. Orange corner. iLethal's going to take his time. He's beats one defender, and 2 is too many. Clemson drives in on the dunk. So good tie here. You see Boosak Jr. operating with a little bit more respect as Prism goes up to the skies again. And we have a save. Clemson on defense. Shrimzuka beats the defender, and Prism is there. Look at the flow for the Mad Hatters.
It's the worst part of the game.
This is exactly how you orchestrate an upset. Just stay true to yourself, work on the fundamentals, and make plays like that. iLethal with the corner still flips out, and Fuse racks one in. Mad Hatters now with the lead, up by 1. Out to the back corner. Clemson gets up. He needs some help here. He's a little trouble. General goes up to be that for him, and he runs into Fuse. Fuse takes on a opponent. iLethal to the ceiling, and Clemson will drag and dribble. Shrimzuka trying to lead the way, but He finds himself out of position. General can't get to it. That is goal number 4. Prism with his second. And this is what we're talking about. If we're trying to bake an upset cake, sprinkle some of these plays. Minute 33 remaining here in game 1. A lot of Rocket League left to play, but if you are a MAAD fan, you love what you are seeing right now. This is what you do to a #1 seed that has not lost a game all season long. You get them thinking, you get them wondering, you get them questioning, because they are 60 seconds away from a historic win here against the high-octane Boosak Jr. team. Fuse chucks it to the corner. Clemson can't quite get to it. This might be trouble once more. And it crosses the blue net without incident. General down to the turf. Fuse out. Back corner. iLethal will have a shot. Send it high. Will he go up for a second? No.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
He'll backflip instead, and there's a shot. Prism with a hat trick.
Oh, baby, a triple!
And they're throwing in the demos now. A 3-goal lead. Mad Hatters getting it done. And there's Chaotix. I knew we had some Hatters fans in the chat. So Prism looks fantastic. And when you look at his stat lines, even looks more fantastic. Fuse gets dunked. General trying to press the action a little more, but 20 seconds left. I think the Mad Hatters have done it, at least in game 1. And now Viking getting in on the action. Welcome, Viking. Welcome, Chaotix. Should be a good one, and no!
Off the post!
Almost goal number 6 for the Mad Hatters. And this is just tough. Very, very tough showing for the Hatters. Down to the turf. Mad Hatters able to take game 1, and there it is. There it is. 18-0 was Boosak Jr. coming into this. And they suffer. What the hell's going on with the game? They suffer their first loss. General, the captain of Boosak Jr., looks like he's going to sit himself. I think that should bring in Big Brain Bob. Yeah, he said sub. And Big Brain Bob will come in. That should give them a little more aerial air power, a little more speed. But we'll see. Mad Hatters looking to reproduce their game 1 performance. iLethal are 529 MVP. And we are ready to go. Advance to game 2. So 5 minutes back on the clock, zeros for both teams, and here's the kickoff. Clemson drives it in. There's Big Brain Bob. Cheats in, tries to get the shot, runs in opposition, as Shrimp Zuka tries to make something happen with 0 boost. Clemson off the wall. Fuse sends it the other way. Prism's already in there. He's trying to sneak his way into the net. Nice turnaround. This is trouble again, Big Brain Bob, with a nice defensive play. Bob gets it around. How many defenders? Goes for the infield pass, and Clemson goes wide. A great play by Bob. That is not a play he makes even a year ago today. That is not a play he makes. But this is the most success he's had on the IGL team, and it could be the Boosak Jr. way. Bob surveys the field out of the corner. Meets opposition. Clemson out to the field. Doubles over Prism. And Fuse by himself. There's a touch. And it doesn't slide quite over enough to enter the shooting lane. And here's Clemson. Nice 50 for him. Good dunk. Fuse in trouble again, but plays it well at front post. Bob Sets himself up at the sidewall. Puts it high towards the net. Good center, but Shrimp can't get to it. Defenders can't get to it. And we stay 0-0. And again, this is all a credit to the Hatters' performance in Game 1. They have earned the respect of Boosak Jr., making them play a little different as Shrimp Zuka lets one back.
Can I get a oh yeah?
iLethal again goes up to that back wall to play defense. I'm not sure if there's miscommunication with his teammate, but that one rolls through unchallenged. Bob again on the cheat and can't get through Lethal. Clemson looked like a side flip there. Can't get to the ball. Gets through. Shrimp Zuka by himself. That'll waterfall down, but Clemson is able to help out his partner. Prism to the sidewall. Clemson sends one on to the back wall. Can he get the touch? Get the read? Not quite, but Big Brain Bob is there.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Snackman, appreciate the follow. Boosak Jr. up by 2, 3 minutes to go. If you're just joining us, this is almost exactly how we started Game 1. And that ended with, I believe, 4 or 5 unanswered goals from the Mad Hatters. So Boosak Jr. may err on the side of caution. Across the field, here's Fuse. Up the wall, has the boost, can't quite get around the ball, and that's going to hit the back wall. Prism sends the shot. Prism had the hat trick performance in Game 1, now a demo.
Brutality.
iLethal with the wall dunk. Clemson goes back, tries his hand. He's running in opposition. And Clemson looks like he's good for that first touch to beat a first defender. Needs help on a little extra. Here's Bob trying to get it going. Gets the touch on the crossbar, and all hands on deck for this one. We thought Bob had a nice little crossbar clip for himself. Shrimp Zuka has to come up as the third man and secure goal number 3. Big kickoff. Clemson collects it, might lose it, stays with it. We've talked about his twitchy dribbles. Across the midfield, Shrimp sends it to the corner, reads the miss, and Prism gets back on defense to help out. Prism, again, very high-powered on offense in Game 1, trying to show us what he could do on defense. As Bob is going to slot this one in. Big Brain Bob was on the sidelines for Game 1. He comes in to this second game and has a huge performance, a huge showing. I believe that's his second. 4 total for Boosak Jr., 0 for Mad Hatters. And the Hatters do not like this new starting lineup for Boosak Jr. Out in the field, Prism goes for the early jump. Lethal settles for a 50. Here comes a shot. Fuse sends one, and Bob is there. Bob, nimble as ever. Sends it out to the sideline. Back in, Shrimp Zuka. And you see, I'm not sure if it's the personnel or how Game 1 ended. What a shot, Prism. With how much success he had in Game 1, you figured he was going to let his presence be known. 1:04 left. Mad Hatters are on the board. There is a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
But it is tough sledding. It's Prism. Can't get the read off the wall. Back into the field. Shrimp Zuka trying to line it up. Off the sidewall. Bob may have. No, not the hat trick for Bob. 50 off the wall. Crosses the orange net. Down the field. Clemson has to address it. Clemson gets up. Puts it to the corner. Doubles into a center that he doesn't have a shooter for, as Prism's on the sidewall. Up and over, bumps. No one really wants it, and Clemson takes advantage. Bob Now maybe looking for the hat trick, goes for the fake, gets driven into, and Clemson will have to hang back patient and keep them in scoring contention. Bob, there on the shot, keeps it wide. And there it is. I mean, what more do you want? Mad Hatters called. Boosak Jr. answered. And did not change the channel. We have a game here. We have a series. Ready up here. Shrimp Zuka, MVP, 451, 2 goals and a save. 8 shots total from Boosak Jr., 2 saves for the Mad Hatters. So we've seen the Mad Hatters absolutely pop off on offense. Maybe now they need to go the Boosak Jr. route and have more focus on defense and just grind out maybe a 1-goal difference. But we'll see how both teams adjust. Looks like they'll both stick with personnel. And we are ready. Buddy System likes what he sees from Boosak Jr. in game 2. Off the wall, into the field. Bob gets out of the way. Clemson pops up to himself, carrying over. Not boost might be an issue, and no!
Off the post!
Close, but no cigar. Bob gets it back to Shrimp. Shrimp up and over. So General is the captain in charge. He benches himself after game 1. He might spend the rest of the series looking on. But it's really Shrimp Zuka who I think serves as the on-field ringleader, calling it out. He is a very seasoned, very talented Rocket League player. Here's a shot from Shrimp Zuka. Speak of the devil. Clemson with a wide cross.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
And Shrimp Zuka will slot it in. Boosak Jr. with the lead, 1-0. General joining us in the chat, says he's playing like dog today.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
iLethal goes up, settles for a backflip. And this is what I've seen too. As many upsets as I've casted, especially in the playoffs, what I've noticed is if you get any kind of signs of life, any strong performance from the favorite, it kind of has the reverse effect. It kind of makes the underdog second guess. It kind of makes them flinch. And you can see them crumble at times, but we'll see what the Hatters are made of. Clemson, one defender to beat. Has a few ways to go about it. Tries to go backside shot. And can't settle for a pass as Bob rolls it in on the center. Clemson takes his time. This is trouble here, and Prism going the other way. Prism looks fast. 100 boost for him on the side. 50s with Shrimp, but it looks like Shrimp ball as he beats another defender. Lethal chucks it up to the back wall. And there's Shrimp Zuka, just wants to play smart. Shrimp Zuka knows what it takes to win at this level and to win first place. iLethal, unfortunate touch to the back corner. And Fuse off the sidewall. Nice touches from him. Fantastic 50 from Prism. And I think we're seeing a little something. Clemson with the redirect, and it goes in. Hard to tell what happened there.
Ooh, he's trying.
Clemson cheats downfield. A ghost touch is what it looked like, chat. What are we seeing out there? And we're going to go to emotes only. Let's see them. Let's see them if you got them. Right now, Shrimp Zuka working on another MVP performance. But we'll see. They still have to hold off these Mad Hatters. They're not out of the woods yet. Leading by 2 minutes left. Pitching a shutout, but remain on offensive pressure. iLethal sends it top corner. Up and over. Shrimp gets it. Fuse get into the back. Has 100 boost. Can play defense. Lethal throwing elbows, throwing fenders, and Clemson gets knocked away. As Prism has one speed and it's fast. 2-0. Bob can't touch. Fuse dribbling. Can't get past Shrimp. As he starts to dribble, gets locked up in the corner. Here's Clemson looking to place it in a save.
Outstanding.
Prism gets it done.
What you doing, Tanner?
A nice dribble, a nice demo for Shrimp Zuka, but they come up empty-handed. Mad Hatter's keeping this one close to the field. Shrimp Zuka to the corner. Prism, backflips, half flips. Clemson up the field. Fuse needs this touch. He might not get enough, and he'll 50 with Big Brain Bob. So 2-0. Boosak Jr. gotta be satisfied with the lead. 2-0. Not a big lead, but comfortable all the same. Not touching. iLethal pops up to himself a score. He will be huge. Gets it back. There's a shot. Clemson's there. Bob is there, and it's going the other way. Fuse back on defense. Bob up the wall. And it falls down harmlessly in the middle of the field. As we have the continued ball movement from Boosak Jr. Very, very fluid after the personnel change. 50's back in. And there it is. So Mad Hatters come out swinging in game one. Absolutely stunned the #1 seed, handing them their first loss of the season. Love the storyline. But ever since then, it's been all Boosak Jr. with more play that they're used to. Something familiar to them. As Bob, a West Coast native, is going to be pinging this whole series. We see it here, and Clemson is our 438 MVP. Everyone's back in. Match point for Boosak Jr. They're going to look to end it here. Let's see what they got. Nebula, he wasn't even thinking that, Neb. You're trying to start shit. So touch here. Here we go. Early offense from Mad Hatters. And this is something they need to stay on top of. They're able to orchestrate some offensive sequences, but not stay on offense. They're missing the rebounds. They're missing the team plays, the passes. There's the bump and the save by Clemson. Shrimp Zuka gets it, drops it down, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. They need another shooter right there. Do the Hatters. They might have let Boosak Jr. get away with one there. Hughes beats the defender. Bob staying patient. Bob, it's been a pleasure watching him blossom as the Rocket League player. Shrimp Zuka with the redirect. My God.
Imagine how many women just start blowing up his DMs.
The upper 90 redirection from Shrimp Zuka. You could call him Shrimp, but that doesn't mean he's small. Boosak Jr. up by 1. And there is a ton of momentum on the Boosak Jr. side of the field. Bob gets it over to Clemson. Clemson redirects it himself. Big pressure as iLethal misses another opportunity there. Has the open net, sends it wide as Fuse tries to recover. Clemson floats it up. Bob meets it in the air, sends it, tries to double, and Shrimp Zuka on the back end. Shrimp Zuka is just a Swiss Army knife, a utility player. Anywhere you need him to be, he's gonna get it done. And maybe the de facto captain for this talented Boosak Jr. squad. As Prism sends it downfield. Bob collects it, catches, wave dash, no boost for him. Never mind, he has the 100. Fuse. Send it to the corner. Drops it down. Bob gets enough of a nip. Sends it high. Low boost again for him. Still just a goal difference. Mad Hatters have had 2 opportunities that they've squandered, so this one isn't over by a long shot. And there it is. Fuse is going to make me look smart. This Mad Hatters team, they don't care that they're the number 16 seed. They're going to be pesky. They're going to be a nuisance. And they're going to try to rally here. A win here will force game number 5. And that, let's just talk about it. That is nowhere anyone wants to be in a game 5. Whether you're the underdog, favorite, anything can happen. It's in the hands of the Rocket League gods almost at that point. And for a Boosak Jr. team that hadn't lost a single game until this series, you probably definitely don't want to see a game 5. We'll see how they recover. Clemson out to the corner. Clemson dribbling on the field. Prism is there on defense, and Prism will eat a dunk. Clemson will drive back through Shrimzuka. Shrimzuka shrugs him off and is still able to play his touches. Clemson to the corner. iLethal from the front post. Down the field, going the other way. Bob tussling. Prism has space, and Clemson gets a save going the other way. Clemson drops it down. Bob picks it up, misses a side boost. Not sure if he needed it as Clemson tries to get crafty once more. Another demo.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
And what a save!
Outstanding.
This is not over by a long shot. I thought Bob had done enough. He had the demo. Not really Bob's play, but it freed him up. Clemson needs the space, rolls it in. Clemson.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Boosak Jr. 2-1. Trying to circle the wagons here. Fuse gets up, gets it up the field. iLethal is there in the wings. 50s through, and it goes to the other side. iLethal looks like he was headhunting. Here's a shot that has to be touched, and Clemson does make the save and try to corral it out. Good cross there from Prism. Prism, if you're a teammate of Prism, you have to watch him. He's quick, he's flashy, and he may call upon you at a moment's notice. You have to be ready. Now we're under 40 seconds to go. Back pass to Bob. Bob sends it the other way, and this might be trouble. iLethal trying to dazzle the crowd. This could be shot at. Clemson gets up. He realizes the danger. Prism with the dunk. iLethal staring it down. Big Brain Bob says no problem. Cool as a cucumber. Going the other way as it slides underneath Clemson. Wiley pulls off the gas. Mad Hatter's going to take this to the last second. iLethal against the backboard. Shrimp gets up. One last touch. More trouble, and it's in. It's in. It's in. iLethal. This is exactly what we called for. 2-2 overtime.
Fight!
Buddy System says the fat lady is headed towards the mic, but she was only going for a sound check. This one is far from over. Another demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Fuse gets it through. Prism already in the sky. This is trouble. Clemson tries to get his best clear. Here's Lethal. He's in the area. And Shrimzuka can't quite get to it. iLethal giving them space. Here's Fuse. Good rotations here from Mad Hatters. We talked about the fundamentals early. You want an upset? Pack a defense, pack the fundamentals, and good things will happen as Bob goes a little too wide on his shot attempt. 50 up to the ceiling. Going the other way, Shrimp Zuka drops it down. Trying to read it. Prism battles through and lethal. I think he wanted to redirect. It's Bob saves on the other end, and here we go. Here's Clemson. Chucking it towards the net. 2 defenders there. Prism is one of them. Collects the save. Dunked by Bob. Cross it here. Fuse can't touch. Clemson can. And he goes wide. Shrimp trying to save the day again. The game keeps ticking.
Ooh.
Prism with a bump. Bob eats 2 bumps. Up the field. Shrimp Zuka can't get to it. Low on boost. Valiant effort. Prism stays snazzy on defense. So win or lose for this series, Prism's efforts cannot go unstated, unnoticed. As Bob and Shrimp double commit, you see the pressure here for Boosak Jr. They're starting to force things that they may not have had forced with the lead. They find themselves in overtime, 2 minutes in and counting. We're going up here. Next goal wins it. Big Brain Bob gets caught a little out of position. Clemson says no problem. Trying to beat Prism. Gets a dunk. Lethal to the corner. Back into, they have another shooter. It's Bob. Slides it in. Shrimp Zuka gets bumped out of contention. Fuse trying to line up the shot. Reads it off the wall. Good pass. And Clemson is there. We continue. Lethal out of the corner. Prism has the shot, and Clemson giving Prism all the respect in the world. There's the demo. Bob with an open net, and that's how it ends. 3-2. Just that one little pop, a double commit on the offensive side and things. And Prism appreciates the demo, but that is all she wrote. GG's all around, no matter who you were going for. We were treated to a matchup tonight. And let me get the general in here for a quick interview. General.
Whoa, what's happening?
What's up, man? So you guys lose that game 1, first of the season. You didn't like what you were doing, what you're contributing. Bob,
No, not at all.
Right. Bob comes in game 2. They look good. You guys look like yourselves again. And then talk us through the rest.
Yeah, I mean, the boys just they kept their calm. They were facing a lot of adversity, a lot of spots we were put in this series that we hadn't been put in all season long.
Right.
And the boys they just kept it together and they persevered through it all.
Right. And, presumably the competition will only get tougher and tougher as you guys keep making your way through the bracket. Next week, you'll be in quarterfinals facing either the number 8 or the number 9 seed. Anything you're looking to change as far as preparation goes or practice or team time or anything like that?
I'm sure there'll be probably some more emphasis put on the team play now that we've been handed our first loss in this series. Was, I'd say, a little closer than we all would have liked it. So yeah, probably. I mean, a lot of individual work I'm sure will be put in as well too. So
sure.
But as far as the teams, we played Unknown Aurora. Haven't seen Radiance Cobalt though. So
okay,
we've seen one of them, but not the other. Okay,
so yeah, we'll see. I mean, round 1, even the number 16 took it to you here, so you never know what you'll get. You're an IGL vet, you know what it is. It's any given day when you take the pitch, but tough one here. Good one for you guys. Anything else from you before we take off? Oh, game ball, please.
Oh, shrimp, hands down. Shrimp
Right.
popped off.
Yeah, shrimp look good. People said he was peaking or whatever, but that's it's kind
That's
of
normal shrimp.
It's the standard, right? It's kind of a buzzword for wet.
Exactly.
But
The standard.
this is what we know shrimp for. So yeah, GG's to him. GG's to the Hatters. They look good. They look good.
They iced us.
All right, man. So congrats. Good luck next week.
Thanks. Peace.
Peace. All right, so I have one more match tonight. Appreciate you all hanging out. Shrimp was God tier. Prism showing love. Prism, you look good out there.